So we already know 2020 is going to be one of the best years for roller coasters in a long time. Just coasters opening up all around the world that are incredible. Well, hopefully incredible, we have yet to see. And a lot of these coasters are very anticipated, obviously. So I tried to rank what I consider to be 10 of the most anticipated roller coasters in the world for 2020. Obviously I have not written any of these yet, and no one has written any of these yet, so this is guesses. But this is kind of just based on what I've seen and what ones seem to be the most anticipated. I just kind of want to give an honorable mention first to whatever the new coaster is at Powerland. It looks like a Ghost Hour Infinity coaster, just because of that sheer amount of hype for 1 week that they had the exact same color scheme as Junker. And everyone was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, are they doing an extension to Junker? What is happening here? Just for the amount of hype that was generated with that, I just kind of have to give an honorable mention. So that brings us to our first number one on the list. Number 10. The unnamed 10 inversion coaster going to Flamingo Land in the UK. Just because this has been talked about for a long time, about Flamingo Land getting a big new coaster. And this is pretty interesting actually, that it's not a small park, definitely, it's actually one of the bigger parks over there. But just been talked about for so long, and for it to be finally happening is pretty incredible. And that's why that unnamed 10 inversion coaster is at number 10. Number 9, Sandy's Blasting Bronco at Nickelodeon Universe at An American Dream. This is another one that was supposed to open in 2019, but did not. So we're going to see how that goes. I'm actually looking forward to this one a lot, because I'll definitely be getting on it. Hopefully it turns out good. It's just a very interesting model we have not seen before, with that kind of shuttle, kind of intimate launch coaster. Looks definitely interesting, kind of weird. I'll have to see how it is. So that's why Sandy's Blasting Bronco is number 9. Number 8, Texas Stingray at SeaWorld San Antonio. This is going to be an insanely massive year for SeaWorld. All of their parks pretty much are getting a new coaster. And Texas Stingray is one of the most anticipated. It is a huge GCI wooden coaster, which we have not seen in the United States for a while. That's why it's very anticipated. And also it just looks like a good coaster. It's going to be great for that park. They have not gotten anything major in a long time, and should be pretty awesome. So that's why Texas Stingray is number 8. Number 7, Emperor at SeaWorld San Diego. The new B&M dive coaster. So this looks like a great coaster. Looks like kind of middle of the road, middle of the rankings B&M dive. Will probably be good, obviously. We'll have to see. But just there's been a decent amount of hype around it since those first concept art pieces were released. And it looks like it's going to be a good ride. So that's why Emperor is number 7. Number 6, Abyssus and the 2 unnamed Vekoma Firestorm coasters in China and in Vietnam. I'm just kind of giving these all in one thing because kind of all about the same amount of hype. None of them are in like the US or another major market besides China, obviously. And there's not a lot of coaster enthusiasts that will probably be getting to these, but still a lot of hype around them just because it's these huge new Vekoma coasters that we've not seen before. They look awesome. A lot of people are hoping for them to come soon to like the US or like UK or wherever. Hopefully that happens. I'd love for that to happen. And that's why they're at number 6. Number 5, Pandemonium at Hershey Park. This one's a bit swayed by my personal interests because I'm going to be going there a lot and riding it a bunch. It looks like a great B&M Hyper. Looks like it's actually going to be pretty similar to Mako, at least. Not in terms of the layout, but at least in terms of how good it will be. Hopefully it is. And if so, that should definitely earn a spot on this list. So that's why Pandemonium is number 5. Number 4, Jersey Devil Coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure. This is definitely has a lot of hype, simply just because it's the first non-cloned RMC Raptor. It looks like it's going to have a great layout, great park for it. They have not gotten a huge new coaster in a decent amount of time, actually. That wasn't a relocation or just another clone. So going to be pretty big for the park. Hopefully they actually get built by 2020, since that's going pretty slow. So that's why Jersey Devil is number 4. Number 3, Orion at Kings Island. Yes, I'm going to call it a B&M Giga. It's taller than 300 feet on drop. And so that makes it the 3rd B&M Giga. Kings Island Giga has been, people have been talking about since pretty much since Diamondback was built, as far as I know. It's been discussed for so long, and everyone's been looking forward to this. And it's finally happening. It looks like it's going to be great. It's going to be kind of short, but like, it's a Kings Island Giga. It's finally happening. Yay. So that's why Orion is number 3. Number 2, Pantheon. This almost got number 1 just because that new picture that got released of that insane Outer Bank turnaround that just blew the internet up pretty much. This coaster looks like it's going to be insane and awesome. Hopefully I can get to it. If not, I'll just go in 2021. But that's why And Pantheon gets the number 2 spot on this list. Number 1, Iron Quasi at Busch Gardens Tampa. And so there have been only 4 of the 10 coasters on this list have been SeaWorld coasters. That's just nuts. But of course, Iron Quasi, tallest, fastest, maybe longest, definitely steepest RMC ever made. It looks awesome. We don't even know what the full layout is yet, but we're always getting construction updates on like Reddit or wherever. So we're kind of getting a good idea of what it looks like, and just the hype for this is massive. It looks like it's gonna be a great ride. Definitely the best at SeaWorld at Busch Gardens Tampa, and that's why I put Iron Quasi as number 1. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Bye!